right, it's still Breakfast Connect here on Africa Business Radio. My name is still Bimbola Awoyele, and we are about to go into our conversation this morning. So, free your mind and the rest will follow. Sage words from the 90s all-female band En Vogue. It is also said that all problems are illusions of the mind. Here's one more thing said about the mind. It's a terrible thing to waste. Now, why am I saying all of this? Change, empowerment, development, efficiency, and effectiveness can begin with and in the mind. So today on Breakfast Connect, our guest is a mindset stylist. What does that mean? You get to know in a bit. She is Tewa Onasanya, a mindset stylist, publisher of Exquisite Magazine, and founder of Eloy Awards and EMAC Walk.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
You are most welcome. So let's dive into the deep end now. Coronavirus. It's the theme of the last couple of months, changing lives, shifting paradigms. How has it affected you, your business, and your surroundings?
Right. So, yes, it has been the order of the day since the beginning of the year. And we're in August and we're still talking about coronavirus. So help us, God. So in the beginning, it seems very daunting because it's a new thing that is happening not only in Nigeria, but around the world. It's something general that is happening, where everybody were forced to be at home. In the beginning, it was scary. But for me, I suppose this might come from the mindset that I've built over the years. Eventually, I began to see it as a point in time where everybody, including myself, or let me say myself, including everybody, needed to take a break from the hustle and bustle of life, running from there to here, trying to make things happen, working really hard, stressing yourself and things like that. It was time for everybody to take a break and just relax and catch themselves. So in as much as COVID is, bad, and God help us, and God bless the departed souls and all the people that have been affected by it, I feel it's a period where we needed to catch ourselves and really, really remind ourselves who we are and the kind of person that we want to become. In terms of business, luckily for us, because we're digital anyway, it didn't affect us to the point where we're very, very below par and things like that, but we're able to weather the storm and survive because the magazine is online. And the funny thing is, during COVID, people don't have much to do apart from going online. We were one of the go-to websites for people to go to. And what we had to do with the other side of what we do with the Eloy Foundation and the EMAC is to just be putting things out there to encourage and motivate people to stay calm in the midst of the chaos and just view the new normal as a way to reprogram and re-strategize to now propel ourselves even further.
All right, I'm sure you must have told the origin story of Exquisite Magazine a couple of times before. As a mindset stylist, what was your mindset leading up to becoming a publisher, especially considering the fact that you studied pharmacology?
Yes, I did. I do have to mention, though, that at the beginning of my career in publishing, I didn't have the mindset that I have now. I wasn't a mindset stylist. The only thing I had going for me then was the fact that I strongly believed in myself and I knew I could do it. Despite being a pharmacologist, I knew I could do it. One, because I believed in myself, and two, because I had this transferable skills that I believed could move from one sector to the other. So the strong thing for me is once you realize what you want to do, quickly decide and just move with it. Believe in yourself, whether you have all the right tools or not. Because as I started Exquisite Magazine, believe me, all the different resources that I needed to get the magazine off the ground was later, coming into my space, coming into my way. But the one thing is I believed in myself and I took the first step. I jumped. And luckily, when I jumped, I flew. So what I always say to people is no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, if you have a desire to do something else, if you have a desire to be, other than you are today, just believe in yourself and take that first step and let the rest figure itself out at the end of the day. There's a saying that says that if you wait for the perfect time, it would never come. Perfect time never comes, but you work with the time you have and make that time perfect. So decide and go with it.
Okay, so at what point did you discover that there was a need to style and reshape mindsets? And what steps did you take, to becoming a mindset stylist? Did you take some courses? Was it something you studied? Or was it something, that you just discovered that you came natural to you?
Right. At the beginning, it was me just, discovering that, okay, this is something that is changing my life. I would like to talk about it and give more people more information that really and truly you can become whoever you want to become. It's all a state of mind. So from that, I realized that, okay, I can actually do this properly in terms of speaking to people, counseling people, helping people reprogram and restyling their mind. Then I went into do further courses and other trainings to become a coach. So really and truly, I'm a coach, but I prefer to call myself a stylist, a mind stylist, because I believe that for you to be able to live the life that you want, you need to be able to pick and choose the thoughts that you have. Just like you pick and choose your clothes to look good on the outside, you need to be able to pick and choose your thoughts to look good on the inside. So yes, in the last few years, I started, this is coming up to 13 years ago. Sorry, not 13 years ago. I started in 2012 up until now. So it's coming up to about 9 years ago that I started my work as a mindset stylist. And it's been unbelievable because every single day you discover new things about the mindset. It's a never-ending cycle, a never-ending web of you figuring yourself out, which is why I believe that with this COVID period, it was a time for everyone to look within and figure themselves out, because every single thing starts and ends in the mind. The battle is won and lost in the mind first. And once you can see that, every other thing will just become slightly easier. I'm saying slightly easier because it takes time, but it will become easier because you realize that you alone control how things happen in your life. So eventually, yes, I did take training. But at the beginning, I started with reading a lot. I still read a lot. In fact, I'm currently reading something on the mindset as we speak. So it's a constant learning experience.
Okay, so still on mindset styling, in your experience and over the years, that you've been doing this now, what are some of the most common sectors or industries or areas where you've helped shape minds the most? Is it people in entertainment? Is it just regular Joes on the street? Where have there been more need for people to reshape their minds? And where are people taking the most advantage of what you are offering?
I think it's everywhere. Everybody needs a reprogrammed mindset. Everybody. So it's even from the people in entertainment to people in politics to the Joe on the street. Everybody needs a reorientation of their mindset, especially in Nigeria. And I'm saying especially in Nigeria because we all have this mindset that hasn't served us any good since God knows when, and it has to be changed. So every single person needs a reprogramming and needs a restyling of their mindset. Now, for me, with what I do in my mindset styling journey, I have focused on entrepreneurs and business owners because I feel like for you to say you want to go into with a business in the first place, that means you have a set mindset about how you want your business to go. But along the lines, challenges happen and then people feel dejected. They start, doubting themselves and they start thinking, okay, maybe this is not for me, and stop doing what they're doing. But with my core, I focus on entrepreneurs and business owners to let them know that for you to have started this business in the first place, that means there was something in you and you just need to keep pushing, keep being consistent to make it happen. Now, this principle also applies to everybody in every sector, career, woman or man, someone in the entertainment industry, someone in, whatever industry you are. Every single thing starts and ends in the mind. Even a stay-at-home mom needs a great mindset to be able to direct her home right. So every sector needs the mindset, but I specifically focus on entrepreneurs and business owners, especially women as well.
Personally, I think, our government officials are somewhere, you should be looking at, helping us, please help us reprogram some of their minds. We need.
I agree.
Okay, so still talking about, you've mentioned, the Eloy Awards, you started that, it celebrates women, and you've also been quoted as saying women are great for the economy. You seem particular about women development, don't you?
Yes, I am particular about women, aside from the fact that I am a woman. Oh. I've never been a man, so I won't know. Yeah, I am very particular about women, mainly because, like I said earlier, I am a woman. And then the fact that really and truly, if you do research, I say to everybody, Google is your friend. If you do research, you would see that really and truly women should be the focal point of any industry. Because in as much as people think or men think that, they're the weaker sex, they're more sensitive, they're more this. Yes, we are more sensitive. But then again, we are the best, I would say, at running businesses. We are the best at being able to sometimes put our differences aside and do whatever it takes to make it happen. Women are great for the economic development of any nation. If you ask bankers, they will tell you that when they do loans to women and men, they find out that women are better at servicing their loans. So women have been overlooked for so many years. We started the Eloy Awards because we believe that it's time for women to be put at the forefront, for people to realize that women are able to do as much as the men, sometimes if not better. And I'm going to be a bit sexist here and go with what's happening during this COVID era. You would see that a lot of the countries that are being run by women are able to handle this situation a bit better. Do a search, you will see that a lot
Germany,
of
New Zealand, yeah.
Exactly. All of these countries are being run by women. Women, we know when to put our differences aside and say, okay, this is what we have to do, and we go out there to make it happen. So a lot of women need to be supported because in the past, we haven't been given the support that we need. That is what the Eloys is about. That is what I am about. I'm a big woman, empowerment advocate because you have more or less strengthened the nation because she's the home builder and she would be the one to teach the men and the women in her life to be able to, move past whatever challenges they're facing and be able to do better for themselves. So yes, I believe in women. I believe that for the nation to progress, we need women at the forefront. We need to be out there. And the thing is, I always say to women that we shouldn't be shy and we shouldn't be, we shouldn't be scared and be fearful of being out there and putting ourselves out there because we need to put ourselves out there and we need to show men and women that we are able to do this and we can do this.
Okay, so at the risk of, sounding cliche or being part of, some people, who have pushed back at feminism, will it be appropriate to say that you are a feminist? And I mean this in the most positive way. And women empowerment. Is there a difference?
See, that is still subject to a lot of review because people do ask me that, are you a feminist? Are you a feminist? And I'm like, okay, you know what? I believe different people have different meanings to feminism because some people think, feminism is you don't listen to your man, you don't do this, you think you're this, you think you're that. And I'm like, really and truly, feminism is not about not listening to your man or wanting to be the head of your home. That's not feminism. Feminism is everyone having equal opportunities. And I believe everybody deserves equal opportunities. Before you say she's a woman or he's a man, think of the person as a human being first. So if you're paying a man 50 million naira, then you should pay the woman 50 million naira as well because they're both human, whether male or female. So that's feminism to me. Feminism is equal opportunities in the workplace, in the home. And when I say in the home, treat your boy child and your girl child the same. Don't say that because she's a girl, she needs to be in the kitchen, or because she's a boy, she needs to be playing football. We all have equal opportunities and we all can do the same thing. A woman can be in university studying engineering or mathematics, just like a man can do that. And then when we're talking about the dynamics of a home, that's on a different level. That's something totally different. I don't want to be the head of the house. I mean, I am in a way the head of the house, but I don't want to be the head over my husband. My husband has his role. I have my role. So it's important for everybody to understand that everybody, have their roles in the home, but in the society, everybody needs to be treated equally because we all bring something to the table.
Okay, I guess we've pushed the envelope a little bit and shifted some mindsets this morning. What are some of the current events that you're working on right now? Do you have thing in the pipeline, or has it passed through the pipeline and is now coming out of the tap?
We have a lot of things coming through the pipeline. Of them have started coming through the tap actually. So with the Eloy Awards Foundation, we are currently running the Eloy Sustainable Empowerment webinar series. We started this in July. We're running a different webinars across different topics, talking about how to sustain and grow your business during this new normal that we have found ourselves. Our next webinar is on the 12th of August, where we're talking about financial tips for small businesses. And we have different topics from now till the middle of September. Started in July. July, we've talked about mental health. We've talked about now using the digital space to propel your business. We've talked about sustainability as a drive for your business. We've talked about making money online as well. So in terms of the Eloy Awards Foundation, we have all of those going. If people want more information, they can go to our Instagram page, which is at Eloy Awards. And with the IMAC Foundation is our foundation for cervical cancer prevention and free screening. And we are having something we call our Smarathon, which is a fitness day on the 12th of September. And now we are currently running a challenge called the Smear It Challenge to get people talking about cervical cancer and getting people to go and get screened. Now, a lot of the focus is on COVID, but one woman still dies every hour of cervical cancer in Nigeria. So we can't look past the other things that are killing people and just focus on COVID. We have to have a holistic and an all-rounder look at everything. So we're doing that with the IMAC Foundation. And if people want more on the IMAC Foundation, our Instagram handle is at IMAC_cervical cancer prevention. So those are what we're doing. And as normal, Exquisite Magazine is online.
Yeah.
Our website up and running, www.exquisitemag.com. You can go there for your daily fix of everything fashion and lifestyle for the confident woman.
For the confident woman. Now, bring back to what you just touched on, Exquisite Magazine. And as a publisher, what's your view on the Nigerian media, especially when it relates to infrastructure, remuneration, and regulation?
Infrastructure, remuneration, all of those still, we still have a long way to go. I mean, it's gradually getting there, but we still have a long way to go. I mean, you see some stuff on television and you're like, you're wondering how this can still be in 2020, 21st century. But we still have a long way to go. Remuneration, we still have a long way to go as well, because people are not being paid their worth in terms of their creativity in writing, graphic design, and in journalism generally as well. So I feel like we still have a long way to go. But then again, it goes back to the mindset. The mindset still needs to be reorientated as well. Because everybody thinks, okay, since it's the way we've been doing it for years, let's continue that way. But it takes one person to say, okay, we want to change the narrative and we want to change how things are, are being done to be able to do things better. So mindset renewal, mindset change is needed in that sector as well. And I believe in every sector, actually.
Well, it's been a fantastic 20 minutes. I wish we could continue doing this, but we have to move to another segment of the show. Thank you for taking the time out. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for picking our calls. Thank
you very much for having me. I had a great time.
Same here. And, please make us top on your list when you want to put something out there, so that, we can have a mutually beneficial relationship in exchange of information.
Definitely. We're already partners on the Eloy Sustainable Employment Webinar series.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, okay, we've been talking to Tewa Onasanya. She is a publisher, founder, CEO, so many things. Mindset stylist. That's my favorite of all that you do, mindset stylist.
Thank you. Oh, and I have a book out.
Tell us about the book.
My book is called Rule Your Mind, How to Style Your Mind to Live the Life You Desire Intentionally. So it's a book of different quotes that would prompt you on changing your mindset and changing how you think about stuff to make you intentionally decide on what you want to become and what you want to do to live the life that you want.
Fantastic. And where can we get it? Can we order online, or are they in specific bookstores? Yes, you can order online. It's on Amazon.com, and it's also on my website, which is www.tewaonasanya.com. And if people follow me on Instagram at Tewa Onasanya, it's available via the link in my bio as well. Okay. Maybe you'll give us a couple of copies and we'll give out here on one of our shows. Actually. Yes. All right. Thank you so much once again for being part of our broadcast this morning. You're welcome. Best regards. Thank you so much. Have a great day.